Good afternoon, respected Vinita Madam, chairpersons, honorable judges, my dear friends. Today I stand here to speak against the motion that artificial intelligence is a boon in medical practice. So I have few points. First, do you feel AI, artificial intelligence, can feel or hear? As I stand here, although artificial intelligence is fast and modern, its uncontrolled use makes it more harmful than useful. First of all, medicine is all about human being and not machines. A doctor understands a patient's fear, pain, empathy. AI cannot even feel a patient. It works on the data and the algorithm which is fed into it. In critical situations, I think it's a doctor's judgment which is more important than artificial intelligence. Second, AI can make lots of mistakes. It depends completely on the data and the algorithm which is fed into it. Even a wrong data can lead to a wrong diagnosis. In medical science, even a small error can take a patient's life. So can AI take responsibility for it? No. Thirdly, over-dependence on AI. If doctor starts depending on artificial intelligence, then what will happen to the critical thinking and what will happen to the decision making? In medical science, in emergencies, doctors must depend mostly on their experience, not on artificial intelligence. Fourth is the data breach. AI is full of data, so even a data breach can lead to more harm and loss of trust. Moreover, AI increases inequality. Advanced AI is costly and limited to only big hospitals. Rural and poor people cannot afford it. Hence, to conclude, all I can say is artificial intelligence can assist doctors, but it can never replace human intelligence, their responsibilities, and their compassion. So let us use technology wisely and not blindly. Because in medicine, one wrong click can cost a life, and no machine is going to take the responsibility for it. Therefore, I strongly oppose the motion and say that artificial intelligence in medical science is a bane and not a boon. Thank you.
So, my worthy opponent spoke about a few things, and as I said, yes, machines certainly cannot feel patients, but they are there as a tool to assist you to get to the right areas of, practice in medicine. They are not, so they're just an assistant tool. I mean, what about, we didn't have ultrasounds, MRIs, CTs. They've all come into our world and our lives, and we have still evolved and continued to care. But we cannot deny patients something which will actually improve their expectations or their safety just because a doctor is stuck to their own decision making. So it's not about our decision, it is about denying something which will enhance patient safety. And already in young techies and all, they are using co-pilots. They have their own history and they come with their prepared information. And if we don't take help of AI, then we will be lagging behind. We will not be able to answer all the questions which will come from their end. So I don't agree to that. Regarding rural, several years back when smartphones came, we didn't imagine how it would be in India. And today, nearly everyone has a smartphone, and so similarly AI mechanisms will be functional through smartphones, and the government of India is doing a lot of jobs. So I don't think that also holds true. So that's it. Thank you.
Madam, I have few points to make. What happens if AI makes a wrong diagnosis? Will the doctor take the responsibility or the machine? What happens if the AI system fails due to a software bug or a cyber attack? We are going to lose huge sensitive data. Another important thing is, can AI fully understand a rare case or a atypical case? I don't think it does, because it is totally dependent on the data which is given into it, fed into it. Will AI reduce the job opportunities? There's a question. For young doctors, what will happen to the young doctors? And could over dependence of AI reduces or weakens a doctor's, as I said earlier, a doctor's skill or a way of thinking? That's my small points. You are very good in it. Thank you.